The variety of English spoken in the USA has received the name of American English, which has distinctive features of its own. Sometimes these varieties are called Americanisms and may be defined as words or set expressions peculiar to the English language. The American variant of the English language differs from British English in pronunciation, some minor features of grammar, but chiefly in vocabulary. For example, English gives a broad sound R to words like bath, dance. The Americans pronounce this word softly as R, like the word flat. The diphthong O exists in both languages, but in English pronunciation the sound is much narrower. Differences in pronunciation of individual words are quite numerous, as you see in the following table. There are some differences between British and American usage in spelling. So many words ending in BRE or TRE in Britain, for example, center, theater, meter, fibre, are spelled ER in the US. Words ending in OUR in Britain, for example, honor, color, labor, are usually spelled just OR in the US. Most verbs ending in IZE or ISE are spelled IZE in the US, with the exception of a small number of verbs like advertise, devise, surprise, having different origin. The words ending in CE or SE are spelled in American use SE, for example, defense, offense, while in British use they are spelled CE. In British use, words of more than one syllable ending in L and forming derivative double the L before a vowel. For example, travel, traveling. In American use, it is not doubled. The first distinctive feature is the use of the auxiliary verb will in the first person singular and plural of future indefinite tense, in contrast to the British normative shell. The second distinctive feature consists in a tendency to substitute the past indefinite tense for the present perfect tense, especially in oral communication. An American is likely to say, "I saw this movie," where an Englishman will probably say, "I've seen this film." An Englishman says, "I've lost my key today. Have you seen it?" An American says, "I lost my key. Did you see it?" We can see the differences in following structure. In British English, to have a bath, to have a shower, to have a break. In American English, to take a bath, to take a shower, to take a break. There are some differences in using irregular verbs. For example, in British English, to get, got, in American English, to get, got, gotten. In British English, to burn, burnt, burnt, in American English, to burn, burned, burned. There are also some differences in using prepositions. For example, in British English, we use at the weekend, in American English, on the weekend. In British English, at the front, in American English, in the front, etc. Vocabulary differences between British and American usage, as well as differences in shade of meaning in the common stock of words, are also numerous. Americanisms represented by name of objects are called differently in the United States and in England. For example, in British English, the word chemists compared to American English drugstore. In British English, sweets. In American English, candy, etc. All this brings us to the conclusion that the language spoken in the United States is generally identical with that spoken in Great Britain. The grammar systems are fully the same. The American vocabulary is marked by certain peculiarities, which are not sufficiently numerous or pronounced to justify the claims that there exists an independent American language. The language spoken in the USA can be regarded as a regional variety of English with its own peculiarities.